Okay, so this is putting on the sashing between blocks. And we have a 2-inch strip. And this is a 3 1/4, and it's ironed in half. So we put the right sides facing on the front. This is the front strip. That's what's going to go right down through the center, just like that one. And then we take the selvage edge of this and we put it along the back side of this fabric block. And your ends don't have to be even to start with, because you're going to trim them down after you get them stitched. Go ahead and pin that down. Try and keep it nice and square. I'm pinning the other end right now. We're not pinning, I'm clipping. So gave up on pins when they invented clips. Okay, now that's all nice and square to the edge, and you've got your selvage edge out on the back of here. And this, you know, is going to flip over and create the front, just like this over here. And you're going to stitch it at a 1/2 inch and use a walking foot, because other than that, it's going to bunch up on you. And I've got my needle set at a 1/2 inch with my marking right there. That's the 1/2 inch, 4/8. I don't know, whoever came up with that to write it on there instead of half. Maybe they didn't know fractions real well. Same thing. Okay. Try and be as exact as you can. You gotta use a little ruler to adjust your needle so that you know you're getting a true 1/2 inch. Go ahead and do that. And we gotta back up. And then my phone fell over.
Do you need anything else ironed?
I've got some pants in the wash.
Okay.
Can I get those done too, please? Oh, I'm back a little far for that. Okay, so you see that? I got that back a little too far to be effective. Okay. There. Now he's where he belongs. Make sure you keep right up against that. It's hard to do with a phone in the way. Okay. I don't have another spot to put it that's better. Back stitch this to both ends. And remember, you can't stitch over clips. I haven't tried it, but I know it's not possible. Can you see? Can you see? And clips are pushing the phone out of the way. Oh, and this over here, if you need to know, it's like a 2 1/2. It's just a straight stitch. Okay, there you go. Fine details. Oh, look, it's clear again. You probably thought you'd been drinking. That's why that was blurry. But it was just the camera angle. Back stitch here. that off. Use sharper scissors than those. Okay. Now you've made your front, and you've got your back that's going to fold over in a minute. Okay, now grab your next piece from looking at your picture. Make sure you print out a picture of this so you know what you got next. So you got this piece of fabric. See, up there's our picture of what we're making. And that top row, we've got them numbered. We didn't number them on there, but we know who started it. That guy right there started it. And this is going to go on here. So you want to get it so that this is opened up.
Front to the face. Okay.
And you're going to put the face of this on this guy. But first we got to go make this exactly clipped off here. We got to cut that off on both ends because we want this to be exact. So we'll pause. Okay, we clipped our ends, trim those right off, perfectly even. Now make sure you got your block in the right direction. Open that out, and you're putting the face of your block to the face of your sashing, right sides together. And it's only getting the front sashing. So you know that when you do this, that's what you're going to have in between. Capiche? Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to clip this as accurately as you can. Okay, so I got it all clipped down through this selvage edge again. So we've got our right sides facing. And that's our front sashing that's hooked on there. The pretty one in this case. And you're going to do the same thing, 1/2 inch down through here. Yeah, I can stitch from this end. Yeah, maybe that's even easier. It's not wide enough that it's going to catch onto your other piece. But it's going to fight you going down through there a little bit. Not as bad as doing the ones with the 1/4 inch. Might want to do it from the other side, so I can see it's trying to walk away on me here. And that's annoying. It's the width of this walking foot, but if you didn't do a walking foot, you'd have other issues, because this would bunch up. But if you don't have a walking foot, do it anyway.
We have one.
We've got 2 of everything. 2 of everything, okay? So, now when you turn that over, voila, you have this beautiful, beautiful stitching on the front. On the back, you have an utter mess. You got crap all over here. It's like a cat on something. And then you've got this, but this is going to get folded right over that, and we're going to glue it. We're going to take some Elmer's glue. You can use stick glue. You can use regular Elmer's washable glue. Make sure you use washable glue though. Don't use like permanent super glue or something. You'll be stuck to your fabric. And then press that down to dry the glue. We'll go do that. Okay, we're over here to the glue board. I have glue boards downstairs too. They catch mice. That's a different kind of glue board. Okay, so run some glue down through here.
Do you like that glue better, or?
I don't know. It's easier when it comes out. It's easier. It's not a big thick bead, just a thin bead down through here. can be right on that little stitch line there, because that's going to get covered up. You got to make sure you get beyond that stitch line, because you're going to be stitching from the other side in the ditch, and you want to make sure that you catch this fabric, or you're going to be really sad. And the heat from this iron will instantly dry that washable glue. That's what we like to tell ourselves anyway. And it's stuck. And you can look right there, and you can see that it's beyond the ditch. So you know that you're going to be okay. Make sure your glue's on there though. You don't want it walking away while you're trying to stitch it. Think I ought to be a teacher? She's laughing at me. Okay. Now we're going to ditch it. We're stitching to ditch it. Take that out of there.
Now, does it matter which, like, can you go the shorter end, or do you have to go to the other end to do it?
Well, you got to do the end that covers.
Oh, okay, I see.
You have to be catching this.
On that side, okay.
So you have to do it on that side. So you're catching that folded piece. Yep. Yep, so you know when you look at it. And if you've done it right, your batting comes together perfectly in there. And there's no gaps. And that's why I went from doing the 2 1/4 front sashing strip, and I made that 2 inches, and the back sashing strip was 3 1/2, and I made that 3 1/4, and it just worked better not to have any gap. We're gonna go this way. It's not gonna help, no matter where I go, this is gonna be in the way. We're gonna stitch this in the ditch. If my phone's in the way, that's gonna be really annoying.
Well,
here,
I know what you gotta
there
do.
you go. Come over here. There. Can you see me? Good. There we go. Ta-da. All right. What do we have to do? Ditch in the ditch. Start in your ditch. And good luck. Back stitch. And you could have put white in this, so that if you made a mistake and drove into your white, you wouldn't have had such a noticeable mistake. So I'm going to try to be super perfect. If I had 20/20 vision instead of whatever vision old people get, this would go better. But I do not.
If I go out tomorrow, I think I'm gonna stop at the drugstore to see if I can get.
Can you see anything? You can't see anything anyway.
You know what?
What are you
See if I
getting?
can get 300.
I do have my walking foot right on the edge of this, so if I didn't want to look at it, I could be following that edge. See the edge of this little foot? It's right on the edge of the fabric, and that should take care of it. If I keep that there, because you know you're not supposed to look. You're not supposed to look at your needle. Liars. Let's look at my needle. Okay. They have a lot of rules in quilting, and some of them I don't like to follow. That could be one of them. All right. Now the proof is in the pudding. Cut it off there. Take a look. See? I didn't do too bad. You can't tell from the other side of Route 81. And we've got sideways words. Oh well, deal with it. We want to be able to read it. And this is what the back side looks like. Say hi, Marge.
Hi.
Oh, I'm here too, by the way. I'm the one talking. And that's what the back looks like. And do we care? Say no, we do not care, because we got all those lines on the back. And we got this silly looking kitty. And then we got something else over here. We got silly looking puppy over here. And it's coming along beautiful. And it looks just like our first row in our picture. Ta-da! Goodbye.